Hey, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdurrahman and you can call me Zaga. Let's Arabic. Hello again, another episode of Let's Arabic. Small words, alphabets, basics all will be covered in this series. Today's episode will be a little bit different because today we will summarize all what we have said in the last 6 episodes, and let's do this. In the second episode we have talked about the letter Aleph and how to write it with simply 1 and small 2 on the top of it. 1 with a small 2 on the top of it. And on that same episode we have learned that Arabic is an phonemic language, which means that everything that you say must be written and everything you write must be said. In the third episode we have talked about the letter Ba and how it's written by a little boat with a little dot on the bottom of it, and we have said that it's a fish, it's drowned. It all depends on you and your imagination, but it's a little boat with a little dot in the bottom. A boat with a little dot in the bottom. And we gave examples of the letter Ba, which was Bard, which means cold, Bint, which means girl, Bint, girl, Bun, which means coffee. Bun. Again, Bard, Bard, cold, Bint, girl, Bun, coffee. Also, we have talked about diacritical marks that determines how to spell a letter. And we have actually in Arabic 7 of them, but we have talked about the main 3 of them. Fatha, Dhamma, Kasra. And we said that Ba plus Fatha equals Ba, like in Bard, which means cold. Ba plus Dhamma equals Bu, which is like in Bun. Ba plus Kasra equals Bi, like in Bint. Bint, B. So we have Bard with Fatha, Bint with Kasra, Bun with Dhamma. I'm sorry I have stuttered a lot, but you've got the point. Then in the fourth episode we have talked about the letter Ta and how it's written by a little boat with 2 riders on the top of it. A little boat with 2 riders on the top of it. 1 drowned for Ba and 2 riders for Ta. We have also mentioned that Ta can go up with Fatha like in Tel, which means hell, can go down with Kasra to be Ti, like in Teen, which means fig, can have a Wu sound with a Dhamma to be Tu, like in Toot, which means berries. All of that talking about fruits make me hungry. And we have finally said that words can come with no diamark. Diamark is an abbreviation of diacritical mark, and I feel now stupid because I have explained that. And we finally said that letters sometimes can come with no diamark, and that case called sukun, where the letter have to do nothing at all. He really thinks that repeating the same joke over and over is funny, right? In the 5th episode we have talked about the other types of Ta, which was the knotted Ta and the feminine Ta. And we have talked firstly about the knotted Ta, and we said it's called knotted because it looks like the normal Ta, but someone have grabbed it and knotted together like a shoelace. And we said that the knotted Ta come at the end of nouns to make it a feminine. For example, student mean talib in the Arabic language. But if we want to say a female student, we must say talibatun. We have added the knotted ta at the end of it, and we have said the sound of tun. Talib, talibatun. A female student, a male student. A male student is a talib. A female student is a taliba. And on the 6th episode, we have talked about the letter Tha and how it's written by a little boat with the 3 dots on the top of it. And we said that it can go up with Fatha to be Tha, like in Thawb, which means a dress. Can go down with Kasra to be Thi, like in Thiqa, which means trust. Can have a Wu sound like in Thu, Thu'ban, which means a snake. After that, we have mentioned that Arabic letters should be connected with each other, not like English. That's all what we have learned in this series so far, and if there were any mistakes, I would be so happy if you told me about them down in the comments. And if there anything that is vague or hard to understand, please tell me about it there down in the comments. I would really appreciate a question from you. Dude, that's kinda sad. Who are you asking to comment? I mean, nobody's here. Dude, relax, we have just started this channel, and plus you guys, the 27 subscribers to me, is the best thing have ever happened to me, despite the fact that 11 of them are family members. Thank you a lot for starting this with me. Thank you a lot for your shows to have this course with me, and thank you a lot for subscribing to me. And see you next time. Stay safe. Bye.